Alright, hello guys. The theme for this week is normal vlogs, and so I'm just going to be talking about something that's actually very pertinent and important to me right now. Copyright. Now, I consider myself somewhat of a creative mind and somewhat of a creative personality, and it really bothers me the way people on YouTube especially tend to use material that isn't theirs. And I don't entirely agree with the way that the international copyright agreements are going right now, but I don't have enough information on them to make a well thought out statement, so I'm just going to give you some tips about how to avoid getting in trouble with it. Basically, what isn't yours, don't use. And if you use it, don't put one of those silly phrases on your video. You know the ones I'm talking about. No copyright infringement intended. Would you go into a bank armed with a machine gun, go up to the teller and say, "Give me all your money," fire a few warning shots at them until they give you the money, leave the building, and then as the policemen come to get you say, "No grand larceny intended"? Would that make it okay? No, because clearly you intended to commit grand larceny. The other one that bothers me is the "I don't own" line. As in, I don't own the song that I'm using in my intro. Now, speaking as someone who writes music and may one day have a recording label, it's very frustrating to know that my livelihood could really just be taken from me. And obviously, there are people who make way too much money off of their copyright loyalties when they didn't actually create the material in the first place. But there are lots of other people who are barely scraping by, living bill to bill, who are not getting the money that they need to for the really good stuff that they did rightfully create. So, what I'm saying is, really just ask permission before you use copyrighted stuff. Those of you who are subscribed to me know that I didn't record the song in my intro, but I've spoken with JB about it, and he has very kindly allowed me to use it, and it's awesome, and I love him. In a purely platonic way, of course. And I also write most of the music that appears in most of my videos. In fact, I think all of the music that's been on the Axis of Accents channel, except for one or two songs, I've written. So it's really important to me to kind of protect that, because creative minds have a right to their own creations, basically. And it's really unfortunate that there are people out there who think that they can just take it. There's so many other professions that involve this kind of rightful propriety, but they are just more easily protected. For example, in the food industry, everyone pretty much knows that you can only get food prepared in this one way that you really like at the restaurant you go to, and nobody really tries to make the recipe at home. Why, therefore, would you not say, "I only get the musician that I like from this one musician, I will purchase it from this one musician"? Just because you can't take it doesn't mean you should. But I feel like I've ranted enough, and I hope I haven't really angered anybody. It's just that I find this issue to be very problematic in a lot of situations. So, the question for you guys is, what do you think about copyright legislation? Do you think people have gone too far to protect copyrights? Do you think people have gone too far to infringe copyright? Leave your responses in the comments. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. This is the international symbol for comments. And if you'd like to read about the new international copyright legislation that's being passed right now, you can see the link in the description, which will be here, 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 depending on where you're watching the video. See you guys next time! Bye!